All right. Hopefully there's not an echo now. Do you,
Can I-
do you do you hear it on your side, or were you able to hear it on your side?
Yeah, when I was speaking, no, I don't hear it now. Yeah.
Okay. I never heard it at all. So
I heard it for like a moment and I was like, why can't I try to turn off and on my speaker because that's pretty much all I can do, but
let me make sure the chat is. Oh, do I have to put another pin on there too? I think maybe. Let me just do that real quick. Actually, this time I'm gonna hold on. Let me just go in there and then come on. And then chat. So do you already have a YouTube channel?
I have a YouTube account. Like that's
So
it.
do you already have like the name of it already? Like
I have like so I have two accounts. I should make the one that's like my brand, the aesthetic nerd, an actual like thing, but I have two and I had like my little puppy like video on there and I deleted it because I wanted to eventually like make my own channel. So again, I was trying to do my very first video the other day and it's just not this mic wasn't miking. It wasn't doing the thing. I was trying to be like those cool people on TikTok, like, hi
how'd that go?
everybody. Didn't no, this is not working. Bad Amazon, bad.
Bad Amazon.
I was gonna be like, have you guys ever heard of facial masks? Are they not good or are they good? And then nothing happened. Nothing. No, it just sounded like that's what that happened.
So I think you should like do you have all like do you have like all these extras of everything? Like masks and everything like that. Like oh, did you end up
Oh
buying
yeah.
all these things? I was like, you should like do like a what's it called? Like a like where you go through each one and like explain like what's the goods, the bads, and like all that kind of stuff. Oh, there you go. See?
This is
Why do
my
you keep them?
beautiful peels.
Oh, those are
My
peels?
That's a peel, yes, with NAD and
Not sponsored?
exosomes.
Not sponsored?
Not sponsored because I don't do them. I don't work with them anymore. More exosomes because
Where do
why
you keep
not?
pulling all this product from? Wait, what is that?
From the top of my shelf, exosomes. And I could teach you what exosomes are, but
Yeah,
it's a
I'm
whole
already.
thing. I'll show you my packets of things. I have a lot of things. I love things.
I feel like we need to do like a what's it called? Like where people do a house tours. We just need to do a tour of all your like your products.
My products, yeah, I have a whole closet. Actually, like funny enough, my closet looks like a medical closet that it has like needles and all kinds of stuff because I work with peptides too. So, what is a
Oh,
good peel and where do you get them?
Patty, wait, hold
Um,
on. So Patty is like one of my like one of my faves on my channel because she always writes the most nicest paragraphs and like and pages. She's like one of my probably my favorite people to read. So she's like a star in like on my channel. So Patty, by the way, I don't know if I ever like got to say to you personally, Patty, thank you for all your sweet things that you say about my grandma and everything. Oh, and also Linda too. Linda's one like and Linda I think is in Australia.
hey,
Um,
Linda.
and thank you for buying little Debbie's for she got little Debbie's for grandma right now. Like, oh, thank you. But no, like Patty and Linda are like my those girls are like amazing. But so answer her question about the is this a good peel?
Okay, that peel is really, really great. It truly is. I just ran into another really, really good peel that I recommend any of your practitioners to do, but it's called the Chrysalis peel, and it's from Derma Primus. Now, these are medical grade peels, so for me to have this discussion, it's like kind of like you can't just go and buy it. You would have to go to like a
You're teasing
practitioner.
them? Are you teasing them? Is that what
Yes,
you're
I'm
doing?
teasing you. I'm so sorry you can't buy it. No, but I mean you can, but you have to buy it from a practitioner. So I teach practitioners. I think the one that I really do like is from Derma Primus. And again, I'm in the science world, so I really like new technology. When you're talking about peels and pills and supplements and um skincare and biostimulators, I'm a fan of things that are new technology that don't hurt the skin. We're probably very used to like the peels that like you look like a snake and you're peeling off your skin. You don't need to go that extreme anymore. Like we're past that technology at this point. And the Derma Primus for me, it almost makes your skin like powder, like powdered makeup. I thought it was really cool. Is there a good one that could be bought without a license? Mm, not that you wanna mess with peels without getting it from a practitioner. You don't want a peel that you do at home, because if you were to do one at home, you could burn your skin wrong, and then you're stuck with, like, hyperpigmentation, which is discoloration of the skin. You don't want that. Trust me, just get it from a practitioner, and even then, make sure you ask them, "Do they have a license? May I see your license?" If they're in their garage, my friend, that's a hard no. Don't do it there.
Don't do it
And make
there.
sure take a picture of their license that you thought and you were under the impression that they had a license to, so that they hardcore go to jail if something happens to your face.
Do people actually do this out of their garage?
Yes, Florida gets caught doing that all the time. When I tell you, like, all the time, anybody has seen these things on the news of people doing stuff illegally to people's faces, even in Texas. I think actually Arizona was one of the places where people were microneedling with the same tip and gave like 10 people HIV. Be careful. Be careful. Make sure that people are opening new stuff in front of you. Do not just let people just do stuff to your face.
And also,
And
real quick, because we started a new live and there may be different people in here. Well, what two things? One, if anybody wants to be a mod to help us out with like to block out stuff, please just put a thumbs up or say yes, and I'll put you as a mod to help out. But secondly, can you let everybody know your background and your education to let people know that what you're speaking is coming from a place of education and background of you know what you've done.
Yes. So I'm a nuclear tech. I studied nuclear medicine for a few years in med school, and I have a degree. I studied MRI and ECG, which is EKG, like the heart. And then I got into aesthetics, which is pretty much aesthetic medicine. This is the thing that does regenerative medicine on your skin. So I teach practitioners all the time. I teach doctors, I teach MDs, I teach LPNs, I teach the whole spectrum of practitioners, estheticians, what to do and not to do on the skin. And trust me, I still see every single day people doing the wrong practice. So when I warn you guys today, take it to heart. These are things to protect you. I'm telling this to protect you so that you can care for your beautiful, beautiful skin as long as you have it. Okay, can you write it down in the chat? I like to try them. Me too. Person I need to talk to.
So Patty, what I'll say to that is,
And I did burn my skin. You see right there?
yeah, she
Be
did.
so careful, because then it's like you have to imagine you save money and I tell you like some cheapy way to go and get a peel, right? I could tell you a cheapy way to go and get a peel. Then you do it wrong. You're going to have to spend twice the amount of money to go get it done correctly at a spa to fix the mistake you did. Just get it done cheaply, but correctly at a real spot. And trust me, I'm going to save you so much money over time.
I would say for Patty too, as far as writing anything down, she's going to start her own channel here probably like soon. When she
Yeah.
does, we'll announce it and we'll announce it here on my channel, and so that way if you want to go follow her and all of her tips and tricks and things to do to like basically make yourself amazing, then that's what we'll announce whenever that gets done. But she'll also be on my channel a lot as well too, so we'll be speaking off and on. So Patty, you won't miss an opportunity. Trust me. We'll get you the information as soon as we get her stuff going up as well.
I'd love to be a mod. You can let her be a mod. I'm so down for that. I just don't know how to do it. I
Oh,
know.
I made them mods.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, don't go. I mean, not that there's a problem with the private house. It's just that they usually don't have a license. They're usually not very clean. Make sure they're opening fresh things in front of you. Like every time, I'll give you an example of like fresh opening up a pack.
Wait, have you heard of cortisone addiction? Somebody wants to know.
Cortisone addiction. No, because why?
Oh, good lie.
Um, I haven't really heard of anybody having a cortisone addiction. Let me look that up real quick.
Is that a thing? Like, is that?
Not that I heard about it. Like, unless it's like working out, like some people get addicted to the craziest thing for workout. And if that's what you're talking about, let me know because I have seen that then. Just like on a regular everyday Joe Smo, they usually don't. Yeah. See, it's for course. Yeah, that's a steroid. Yeah, it's usually used for working out and for joint pain. I it's a two-edged sword. That's why you don't want to do
What are your
cortisone.
thoughts on what are your thoughts on Botox for wrinkles for Clara?
It depends on your age. I'm anti Botox for a very long portion of your life. I have not used Botox myself and I'm 34. So I think that you can really stretch it out. It just depends on your ethnic background, your age, your complex wrinkles. I just try to go for more of the microcurrents. That's like the anti-Botox. You have muscles that you want to relax with Botox. Say that these muscles right here, you want to relax it because it pulls down your face, or you can strengthen the ones that lift up, and I'm pro strengthening the ones instead of weakening some, if that makes sense.
Wait, what did
Mhm.
Patty said? That's so cool. You're in a medical field. I'm in the medical field, but the finance. But my granddaughter is going to college to be a cardiologist. So it's so cool
Mhm.
this to hear you talk about medical. That's cool. It's the
Yeah, I
also
used to do stress tests in the cardiology department. That's what my special I really loved doing things in the cardiac lab, just mugga scans and stress tests. That's where my profession started.
I'm guessing so the cortisone addiction, they were saying also it's from the overuse on the skin.
I would not use that on the skin. I mean, it's good for skin rashes stuff, but remember it's a steroid. It was used for like you had a adverse reaction, which is something that you didn't expect to happen. You had a really bad reaction. You would use cortisone to cool it or to stop the allergic reaction, but why would you have an addiction to like Benadryl? Like why would you want like to get addicted to I mean, I'm sure there's people who get addicted to Benadryl, but like it's just
But
not
why?
it's something that you have to even be prescribed. So to get addicted to something, then your doctor is doing a bad job at telling you not to use it.
So Patty, before Terry, I'll get to your question in a second, but Patty, I want to let you know, I will show whenever you start your channel, you should actually post pictures of like before and after from like 5 years ago, because we were saying earlier, Patty, that she actually looks younger now than she did like when she was like 5 years ago. Her skin and like her features and everything look completely different, and now she looks like you could tell there was a sudden change or difference in her skin and her face, and so she definitely knows like what to do to get herself taking some years off of her face. But Terry says she wants to know, what do you think about fillers?
Um, I there's a lot of things in medicine that these are very, very popular things, and I'm anti-popular, believe it or not. Um, yeah, because I think it's just my science brain that's just like, why? You always have to ask, why do I need this? Or like, because fillers is such a popular thing. Like okay, I have a little wrinkle here, I just want to fill it, right? Because that's the state of mind. But I'm a regenerative scientist, so I'm the type of person who wants to rebuild and repair. Just because something can be filled in doesn't mean it should. And there's so many fillers, there's different type of fillers. Not all fillers is just one filler. It's not like they just put hyaluronic acid, which is hydration. There and also think if I have like a space, right? And I put something in it to fill it up. Now I'm stretching the skin. Say for the lips is a great example of that. This is very thin and I fill it up and then now it's making more space. By the time your body eats all that hydration, now you got it even more loose. And then guess what? You're going to need more filler. And now I need more filler. And now you're like stuck on this filler endless ride and now your skin is getting really stretched out. I'm more into regenerative medicine, keeping your skin the way that it's supposed to look and longer. So if you see my skin, this is straight up just microneedling. And microneedling is a powerful little tool without having to get crazy. I'm not using lasers. I'm not just microneedling with some really good biostimulators that are regenerative. No need for filler. It just depends on your skin too. You have an, immune compromised system. Actually, something like Sculptra is amazing for that. I did
Okay.
sun I did so much sun damage for 40 years. Ooh. Um, well, don't continue doing sun damage. That would be my very first thing. Drink lots and lots of water, and then you're gonna need to do, I don't know how bad the sun damage for 40 years, but you're gonna need a lot of hydrators, lots of hydration, and I would start with some microneedling treatments and get like a microdermabrasion, like clean your skin and then do microneedling. I've had a lot of fillers of Botox. I've been tempted though. I haven't had any fillers of Botox. Girl, if your skin looks great, let me see your photo. Hold on, girl. You look fine. What are you talking about? Hell, Terry. It's beautiful. And Carlos, your beautiful skin
People are going to
also.
be sending you. People are
Wait
going to be
till
sending
I'm
you
finished.
pictures. People are going to be sending you their pictures and like photos. Like, what do I need to do? What do I need to? You're going to be doing
I do.
consultations.
I get that all the time with doctors.
You're going to be doing
Doctors send me.
consultations live on here, like consultations with everybody.
It's so funny because I'm married, so I have my wife, and I will be like, I just get like naked photos by practitioners, and I'm like, okay, well, they need this, so I always approach it in the professional standpoint. But it's just funny. I get a load of photos.
She said,
Not
"I'm good.
sponsored.
I'm fine the way I look now. I take responsibility for it." Lisa, that's
Yeah,
cool.
no, but you can sun damage, you wanna be so remember, if you guys get burnt, that is your skin screaming that you are hurting it. So, if you've had sun damage, I'm not saying you have to do a boatload of things. Microdermabrasion is cheap. You can actually buy a cheap microdermabrasion device online on Amazon. Microneedling, I would not suggest that you do it online, but maybe it's 3 treatments and you could see a huge difference in your skin. You'll thank me later, but huge difference. At least hydrate and like bring some life back to the skin. Does look pretty too. See, that's what I was saying, Terry. You're out of your mind.
I'm trying to
Um,
look at that little picture. Like she's. Oh yeah, she looks like she's. She actually, you know what she looks like? She looks like one of those like what's it called? Those like those soccer moms that I don't need to work anymore because I look like this.
yes.
Like,
Okay. That pretty people problems. Pretty
yeah,
people are the most delusional. Like
Terry's
they're
like
the
all like
ones that are like, I need some nothing. You need nothing. Your face is pretty.
if I had to pin Terry based on that picture, like she's a Range Rover, Starbucks drinking, soccer mom pulling, like 3 kids in the back, and you're like,
Takes
well,
a
like
handful of supplements. I feel the supplements already. Like, look at her face. She's like, poop, popped all the
yes,
supplements.
she looks
You're
like
a
a
supplement
real
popper.
housewife or something.
Terry, I need you to not think of Botox or filler for maybe another 10 years. Okay. Then you can reach back out to me. Okay.
She's like, that picture is actually from 20 years ago. You're like, oh, never mind.
And then I need a more recent photo. You can't be playing games with me. Okay.
So you're 3 grown kids, 4 grandbabies. Oh, girl, okay, in the back.
Girl, magic. Your face is magic. Just rub it in. Rub it in. I have no kids and I had to work for this. You're just like just living your best life.
Yes.
Wow.
So yeah, one day we need to go do like a house tour of just your products because you said that you sent me a picture of your travel products, which was like enough for like a suitcase,
You
and
guys
I'm
were
like,
making
that's
fun of
not
me.
travel.
You and your grandma was making fun of me and my pharmacy of things.
Yeah, that's right. My
Not
grandma
cool.
said you look like my grandma said you have a pharmacy.
I take a lot of things with me. I take my NAD. I take these 2 things. I have to tell you that if you guys are gonna get it, it doesn't have to be from this brand, not sponsored. It doesn't have to be from this brand, but these 2 things are golden. They are amazing, amazing things. It's called Gymnia and Bitter Melon. These things are so good together. If you're talking about maybe like regulating your sugar, if anybody has diabetes, you don't have diabetes, even better, because this is great. It prevents you from having diabetes. But
And you have to take
yes,
them
really
together,
good.
or you have to take them together.
They're buddies, they're besties in the world of supplements. So you could take them one at a time, but together they are just powerful. They pretty much act like a GLP-1.
Okay.
like a baby version of a GL. Like if you're dosing a GLP-1, that would be it. I have
And
today's
then
yeah. Will
type
help
one,
you.
Terry. And so
Everything's
and
laughing at
I
Terry.
told you like about like my subscribers. I told you like I can see the demographics on. Like 91% of my viewers are female. So I have a high female like viewer base.
Oh, the other one is Gymnia. So it's spelled like Gym, Gymnema. It is, look them up. They're both freaking amazing together.
Do
Like
you have a
us.
do you have a ring light? We need to get you like that. Oh my gosh, yes. Just to show off your glow.
Does it show not? Hold on. Let's see.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you see that shine? What?
So my name is Carlos, and then hers Michelle. Terry, I've got a son that is now 46, a daughter 36 next month. Then my bonuses. Oh, she's talking about money bonuses. Bonuses, two daughters I've raised with tiny little girls, and 41, 41, or 41, 44. It makes me feel so old. Can you name the supplements again? Which
Yeah.
supplement?
So Gymnia, and I get the organic one. Again, if we're not bougie, just get the whatever you could get, okay? But this is Gymnia. I don't know if you guys can see it really good, but Gymnia. And this is, see, I have all my stuff. I have a lot. I have like a pharmacy, but this is, I don't know if you could see it, bitter melon.
There it goes.
You could get this at Sprouts, not sponsored. You could buy this on, you could buy it on Amazon. You could buy it. I'm sure that my brother here will link it in the link below.
I will when you get your own
or
channel.
I need to get my own channel. I'm sorry, guys.
Yes,
Yeah.
she does. She definitely needs to get her own channel because, like, I feel like you would, like you already have a following. It sounds like already. Like, why haven't you done this like years ago, girl?
Well, I like I said, I think for the longest I was a little, uh, yeah. For the longest I was a little shy of being on camera because I think younger me would get. I didn't have these wonderful people to like mod my channel for me or delete stuff for me. I just had like the nastiest little comments. And I think that just kind of put me not wanting to be, and I right now it's feeling really great to have like a support, like somebody else to kind of bounce ideas off of, and these lovely, like everybody in your chat are just lovely people. I don't feel like nervous. And even I think last night we had like kind of some weird people and they were saying
Yeah,
some nasty comments, and it usually happens because it happens to us females. Don't know why they feel emboldened to say certain things.
or they think we're dating or something, or we're on a date, like doing like this. Like, no, we're siblings.
You could say that, but it doesn't stop like some
Mm-mm.
comments. You're like, "Oh, we're siblings," or "We're just getting to know each other," and we're just like the comments are just like, "Why are
Yeah,
they this
like
way?" But now
we're just meeting. We're not trying to be like that.
I'm feeling a little stronger starting my own channel, and it's all thanks to all of you and my
Aw.
brother here. I am
Okay.
very thankful.
So
Okay, it
Michelle,
says
they want to say, Michelle, how long have you been doing this?
for
Oh,
2 years now.
before that. So what is bitter melon used for? I've never heard of it. And then we'll go to Vicky.
Balancing your sugar. It balances it, tells your body that you have to, it like pretty much controls insulin essentially, but a natural version of insulin. If any of you guys have ever taken metformin, metformin is the thing that you use when diabetes. These two together is a metformin,
Is that kind of
but one that doesn't.
like a Ozempic or like a what's it called, Ozempic, or like a Wegovy?
So Wegovy and Ozempic, they're two kind of different GLP-1s, but they are signalers, right? And there is some insulin in that. Metformin is more for controlling insulin, but the problem with anybody who's taken metformin, and your doctors won't say it, but you can also Google it today and learn a lot. If you look up metformin and B12, it causes a huge B12 deficiency, which makes it harder for you to get off the medication It makes it harder for you would feel your feet tingling. Vicky probably feels your feet tingling. It super depletes your B12 if you don't constantly replenish your B12. This acts like metformin without the eating away at your B12. So this is super, super good for that so that your body doesn't feel that tingly feeling when you take metformin. Now, GLP-1s like Ozempic is more for slowing your digestive tract,
Yeah.
slowing your stomach down. That's why when you eat, you feel full for longer.
Yeah, I've been on
Uh,
all of those. I've been on Ozempic, Wegovy. I've been on all of them.
Wegovy is a 2. It's a GLP type 2. It
Yep.
also signals your brain. So now your brain and your stomach is slow. Great. So
Okay, so now they want to know, how long have you been doing this?
doing the medication, like the supplements, or doing
Yes,
my like medicine in general?
well, let's do both.
Medicine in general for over 15 years now. And taking my supplements 2 years. Like I was saying earlier today that most practitioners they preach all day and that they don't actually practice what they preach. And I noticed that with my skin, I if you do eventually get to see my before and afters, and I think it's um on my Instagram, and my Instagram is aesthetic nerd. If you ever get to see it, it's night and day. I had
It
super
is.
dark under eyes, my
And
skin on the
like
bottom of my
swell,
lip
you're like puffy too.
coffee too. So I was like I'm still overweight, the number overweight, but I was significantly overweight. I wasn't doing great for my cortisol levels. Things were just not doing great. I had the not my I was like kind of almost pre-diabetic. I think I'm sitting in the position where most people were sitting at in an unhealthy all-American diet. And I
Little
just changed
Debbie's.
that. I practice what I preach. I practice taking good supplements. I practice drinking more water. I practice actually microneedling my face. I practice doing things more regular. I have, believe it or not, even in your coffee, sometimes you could put MCT in your coffee. I have everything in
You
my
just
desk when
you never fail to bring out another product, and like I just love it. Like I want to look. I want to see your desk and like how.
ashwagandha, everybody. My
Hold on,
desk
hold on.
is
We're
my
like
desk
falling
is
behind. We're
legit.
falling behind on these chats. Okay, hold on. So I've been waiting for notification. I got you, kitty. It's very bad controlled diabetic. Very bad controlled diabetic. Always with high blood sugars. Um, okay, so you guys are awesome. Oh, thanks, Queen Victoria. Lexington Felix, I like your sister. Forget Willow. He's old news. I know. That's what I was saying. I was like, she's about to just, you know what?
No,
Like, hand over the keys to the show.
classy.
She needs it. Some people just
No.
have to say dumb, crazy stuff. They're just having nothing better to do. Thank you guys for
Mhm.
like helping with the mods. Or helping modding. I appreciate that. Okay, back. I did not get the notification. Uh-oh. Well, it sounds like we need to get these notifications turned on. Okay, metformin is a dangerous drug. Do you
It
agree with
is.
that? Okay.
I do. Well, I do and I don't, because if you're really diabetic and you haven't taken care of anything and you don't have the money to go and buy, because my supplements I have to purchase. Some of these are $30, $40 a bottle, right? It's no joke that I spend money. Like my NAD alone is like an $80 bottle. So if you're not sitting here like I'm just going to dish out $40 here and there, then the best route is to take your metformin and make sure you take B12. Make sure you keep up with B12. Find out the medications that you are taking currently and find the thing that it depletes so that you can replenish it. Because if not, then you are causing some serious, yes, neuropathy. You're causing some problems with your nervous. When you have nerve damage, there's no repairing that. So you might as well do the very best you can to try to make sure that doesn't happen. Metformin, any medication you are taking, make sure you look up the side effects, things that it depletes, so you could save yourself the tingly feet, the tingling hands, and your doctor will probably never tell you you had a B12 deficiency.
Faye says, you two are so good together. You would never know you are just getting to know each other. Well, we like
Right?
if you watch the first live, we cried, we laughed, we this is already our second live in because our live got cut off by accident because of an echo or something. So, but yeah, like
First one, we were sideways. You were sideways, and I'm just knocking at you.
and then what else? Faye, they are great together, both. Oh, thank y'all.
Thank you.
I have been borderline diabetic. I've managed to stay under the threshold for diabetes diabetes, but I have terrible numbness in my feet. I can feel them. I feel them most days. Michelle, you are not overweight, just fluffy. Well, what are your thoughts on you being fluffy?
Mhm.
You
Boob
like
wise and super fluffy there. But I I think that I still have some weight to lose. I just have to be realistic with myself. Like I was extremely fluffy, if you want to go into a fluffy world. I was really fluffy. I dropped about 50 pounds trying to eat right and do better. I'm not saying that it's like the easiest journey. Like I still eat like burgers instead of like a burger. I just made it a salad, which is kind of imagine putting like mustard and ketchup because I still do on my salad. I just made it just a salad though. And I think that's called like the Big Mac salad now. I don't know. It sounds gross, but it's
it
like
sounds
actually
really
really good.
gross.
It sounds gross. Okay, but it's good. It tastes good. Watch. Grab a burger instead of putting like the bun, just put that with salad. I don't know if you like lettuce on your burger. If you don't like
Oh,
lettuce on your burger, then
so
you're
you're
not.
saying just put the meat into the salad.
Put the meat into the salad.
Oh, that sounds good though. No, that sounds
Yeah.
fine. I think you were talking.
And the dressing could be a little mustard and ketchup. You don't have to actually put like dressing.
Oh, I think you were having
It's
like a
like a
regular
burger.
salad, but having mustard and ketchup as the salad, but without the meat. But I think the
Yes.
meat's what makes it okay though.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
yeah,
a
no,
burger salad.
I could get behind
I
that.
love
Okay,
my Yeah,
so
it's legit. It's just like a Big Mac without the bread.
right, and bread is what's like the thing that like will hurt
Yeah.
you.
Mind you that I'm not like I didn't change everything. I still eat a lot of bread.
Do you need? Oh wait, somebody says, do you need a spreadsheet? Because I would, Michelle.
Do you need spread? Okay, no, I've been doing this for so long, it's all on the top of my head. I do have a keep note with all my supplements, like every supplement that I purchase because it is a lot. Because sometimes but I package like I will have to show you guys a photo or I'll send it, but it's pretty much I bought this like $24 little tiny Ziplocs. They're so small and I just put like I'll sit once a week and just fill up those bags with every single one of my supplements. I could just grab one little envelope and drink
So
all my
you would
supplements.
need for the day or something like a daily like Ziploc
Mhm.
of your stuff.
Yeah. But in my desk, like when I come from my room to my desk, I have some of my mushrooms here. Actually, I do have my lion's mane here. Ha ha, my lion's mane is here. So
Always with the products. How much do you? Oh my god, I don't even never. I don't even want to ask that question.
not sponsored. If you guys ever want to sponsor me, Rainbow, I would love for you to sponsor me. These things are freaking $40 a bottle. I would really like. Yes, that's no joke. I'm telling you, most of my supplements are actually quite expensive. So when I say this, if you are taking your metformin, you're like, Michelle, I don't have $40 for mushrooms. Then don't spend it. Just get right now. Just make sure you're taking your B12 and you're trying to find out what you're lacking and then just take that.
Somebody says I'm also on metformin, Fancy Queen. Clara says I'm on two different insulins. My goodness, my following group
Ooh.
sounds like we got a lot of people on the verge of like on the verge
Diabetes.
of
Yeah,
yeah.
diabetes is a big problem. I think it affects it's like the Office episode. It affects millions of lives each year. But it does actually affect so many people. Diabetes is like one of the most deadliest things we have right now. And I had to really to sit down and like you have to at one point sit down and say, like, this is gonna cost me my eyes. You could get cataracts with this, you can have glaucoma with this, you can end up losing your eyes. These are something as serious as just seeing things. Some of you guys are moms to not see your kids the same, not be able to go to the movies because you can't see the screen anymore. You'll lose your ability to drive because you can't see the road. You could cause an accident. Your feet hurt. You can't move as much. Like these things, like I have to decide is the lifestyle that I'm continuously doing, and especially if you're in that position where you're already having nerve damage, you need to go and buy the compression socks. I have compression socks on. Do I have diabetes? No, but I'm trying to prevent it for all purposes. I have some compression socks. They're kind of cute, but like they're they're like the old school ones were not
I,
pretty, but
I
now we
feel like
got
you're
pretty
about to lift
ones.
up your leg. I feel like you're about to lift up your leg and go, not sponsored, but I got these. I'm just kidding.
Not sponsored, but
Oh my god, you're about to.
Shrek. Just kidding. No, but no, yeah, I am wearing compression socks. They're cute. Now they make them really like nice. Wear compression socks. Why do we want to wear compression socks? Because the blood from our hearts pump blood down. There's nothing to bring it back up. It's not like our our heart goes, it doesn't do that. It just pumps out. So to get it back up, it needs our muscles to push it back up. If you're not taking B12 and your B12 is not there to help their muscles push things back up, you need compression socks to assist that push of the blood up.
My mom wears compression socks, and she's out there doing pickleball. Like, she's actually very active, but she still wears them.
Active.
And they're cute. She has, like, actually, like, what little cute, like, little, animals on them or something. Like, she wears cute ones.
Yes, compression
Yeah.
socks are cute these days. They used to be ugly, but they're nice now.
All right. So Autumn says, "What was the natural supplement for glucose and intolerance? And what do you think of how do you say that? Bourbon?
Berberine.
Berberine?
I
Okay.
love berberine. Take 2 of those. I
She knows.
love berberine. I have, you could get to see, this is actually the affordable actual option here. There's Thorn, which is one of my favorite ones. I take it. I take 1 of those a day because I don't have diabetes, but my wife, she's pre-diabetic, which I got her down from almost being completely diabetic. So we got her going down. Um, but you just take 2. You just take
And,
2, and you
and
could go
what
to
was
Costco and buy them cheap.
the natural supplement for glucose intolerance? What was that one?
That's berberine.
Oh,
That's
that is it. Okay.
100% what she's that yeah, berberine is amazing. Now, it's not even like glucose intolerance. You have to remember that glucose in your body is just insulin not being able to push that into the places you need it. Like I said, your eyes, your brain, your muscles. It's not being able to push the blood, the sugar into the place that it needs to be. You need to watch your not just your sugar, but how much insulin resistance you have, how to get that back to normal, how to stay away from pastas. Like, that's so hard for me because I love ramen and pasta,
I
love
literally
it.
just made pasta last night at, like, I don't know what ungodly hour it was, but it was like late at night.
Yeah, don't eat it at night, but if you're going to have pasta, that's the time you take 2 berberine. That's the time
Okay.
you take that thing to, like, balance it out, and trust me, you'll have a way slower peak of the sugar, and guys, if you guys don't have a monitor already, go and buy a monitor. They're like $30 on Amazon. Amazon's gonna make so much money right now. But not
That's
sponsored.
sponsored.
But just get a little monitor and see if your insurance can cover it. Because if you're a diabetic, they can give you a monitor so you can start watching that.
Okay, somebody else
Pasta's my
says,
favorite. I feel you.
Lisa says, "You are so smart, Michelle. Good for you. Very impressive. You also
Thank
seem
you.
you also seem to care so much. That's a blessing." Clara, I got nerve damage. Kitty lover, Clara, my feet swell daily. I have to elevate or they swell. And
That's the
goes on.
compression socks. Buy some compression socks for that one.
Michelle, Vicky says, "Michelle, I take Centrium Silver and Metformin. Is that good?" Okay, wait. Before we get into that, wait, hold on. We probably shouldn't be
Not
giving out
sponsored.
medical advice, like, because we don't
Yeah,
want to, like. We don't want to give out medical advice on what people should and like. We're not
that's
trying to.
what. Yeah, I'm not trying to get you off of your prescribed medication by your doctor. These are suggestions of supplements that I have taken that I've seen work. And again, always do your own research. Don't just follow advice from anybody. So my greatest advice is make sure you look at your stuff. You're doing your own research. You always are following your thoughts because
And
even when you're
your
going to the
doctors, you
hospital
follow your
and your
doctors.
doctor's
Yeah.
orders, um, not every doctor knows Spanish, but if your doctor I if your doctor did say, "Hey, this is something you need because it's life or death for you," you're gonna take that. But also do your additional research to see what other things you can possibly do for yourself to help. This is stuff that I take that helps me stay young and prevents me from having diabetes, but that's not to say that it works for everyone. Not one medication works for everyone. So
So,
yeah, this is not medical advice. This
yeah,
is just advice
like
from
like
one person
like
to
usually
another.
my channel, I say this is just my opinion. This is not medical advice.
This is not medical advice. Thank you.
Yes. So
Um,
Faye says, "I have numerous medical conditions. I need to sit and talk to you all day."
Believe it or not, doctors actually do the same thing to me. They're like, "I have questions." I'm like, "Okay." This is why I say that, yeah.
Clara says, I have bad falls because of the numbness in my feet and legs." Clara, you got to make sure you got to get that taken care of. We don't want you hurting yourself.
But
Uh,
please buy compression socks immediately because this is going to help you big time right now.
Midwest
Again,
mom,
not medical advice, but it's straight up advice.
Midwest mom says she's still not gay. And then Faye says, "Yes, I saw
Mm.
the sideways. I saw the sideways, Carlos." And then, "Hey, can you try my favorite song? It's from okay, but nope, that's somebody that we should have blocked. I take gabapentin for my neuropathy. What are your thoughts on gabapentin?
For neuropathy, let me tell you. 1 second, because I know that I actually do have a list.
You see
I
what?
do have a list. I do have a list of medications and
Oh,
what they do. I do.
but gabapentin I heard is good for like when you're trying to like what is it called, like replenish or rebalance your um kind of like your like almost like endorphins or something like because I've been prescribed like a big they come in a big like they're a big pill, but I didn't want to take them, but I just remember like they were like, oh, this would be really good for you to kind of like help balance you out on some things. And but I don't know if it was like for neuropathy though, for like what I had it for, and it was only just for like a couple months.
Do you suffer from seizures? Because this
Me
is mainly
or
for
the
like no them. And
pat
the silver, the one that was talking about the silver, because there's also one for copper that has copper that you can use too, but remember it doesn't have any B12 in it. And
the
again, with
Centurion Silver?
metformin, you need B12.
The
Yeah,
Centurion Silver? So that
yeah.
was Vicky. Vicky, she was saying that she takes Centurion Silver with metformin.
Yeah, but again, you need B12. I'm not saying no to the silver. Silver's bomb. You definitely need to take that. And also there's a Sylvian copper too, which is amazing too. This is just our bodies need these things. Do you need it all the time? You don't. But do you need B12? Yes. That's what gives you the energy. That helps you sleep. That helps you regulate so many things. That helps you with your blood. It helps you with countless other things. So,
Vicky says, "You are beautiful, Michelle. Wait, you are beautiful, Michelle. The way you are, girl." And then Terry says, "Both of my daughters are vegetarian. I can't do it." And then Lisa says, "You're beautiful. Congrats on the weight loss, though. Not easy.
mhm.
Perfect product placement." Is what Midwest Mom said. I
Thank
knew a
you.
bad diabetic years ago and had both legs amputated. Well, that was eventually what's going to happen. Clara says, "Pat, I was on gabapentin, but had to come off of it because it was affecting my kidneys." And then
Again,
Midwest Mom,
all the side effects with every medication, please just like I can't stress this enough for like, and I even see somebody with PCOS. The the when you're taking a medication, I mean even PCOS, they recommend metformin. These are things that you have to realize that PCOS is due to insulin resistance. So again, very similar. You usually, if you have PCOS, you're close to being diabetic. These are other symptoms they're not telling you about. They're just saying, well, you have this because, and it could affect fertility or something like that. And they're very vague about how things work when it's all connected to pre-diabetic. You have pre-diabetes, and you need to be very careful with these things, how to take care of these things. Then you go and do your research. Again, not medical advice, but do your research to sit like, okay, what have I been doing? Because our parents, if your parents have diabetes, then it's 100% that it was your lifestyle that brought you there. Because if, like for example, you are pre-diabetic or I'm pre-diabetic, which our dad is
our dad,
diabetic, has high blood pressure, has acid reflux. Ask me, do I have any of those? No,
right?
because it is completely preventable if you change your eating habit. If you don't eat like them, you won't have the same side effects.
Yep.
I know it's
Also,
hard though because we like our stuff we grew up with.
we like our pastas at midnight.
I love pasta and I love ramen. Do you know how much I love ramen and you know how bad that is for you? It has so much salt. It has so much like and like it's forever in your stomach. It's like it's terrible for you, but I love it.
So I'm glad you're able to be relatable to everybody. So you're not just like being a snob about your.
I'm not. Especially
Somebody
my
wants to know.
$40 freaking mushroom. No, that's so not relatable. This is expensive.
Somebody says, "Is B12 safe without a doctor's order? I'm losing my eyesight slowly too hard." What are your thoughts?
Go to a med spa. You don't need a doctor's order. You could just go to a med spa and be like, "I need to buy a 12 pack," and you could give it to me in the needle, or you can just I come here every week and you just shoot me up. Literally, it's the cheapest supplement you could buy at a med spa. You could buy a huge pack for like what I buy for this mushroom. Um, same price.
One
You can
mushroom.
get a whole bunch of B12. You say, "Hey, just Get how much is pay twice the bottle just to inject me every time I come here. You can
Where
always
do
make
they
some
inject
deals with the
B12? Like, where's that injected at?
you can inject it in your arm. That one kind of sucks. It kind of sucks in your arm. Or they can inject it in your butt, like in the glute. It's really an intermuscular shot. It's in your
So,
muscle.
so they go deep? Is that what you're saying?
It's deep. Yeah, but oh my God, when I tell you that it feels great on your energy the next day, the sleep you get with that, the energy, your
So
body is just
it's worth the
performing.
pain. It's worth the pain of that shot.
Mhm. When I was in med school, we lived on B12. Like B12 was our energy booster. Like if you wanted coffee that lasts over a week, that's your
And
coffee.
you didn't just take a pill? Like you couldn't just take a B12 pill?
You
Like you have
can,
to.
but you only get 10% of what you're really like digesting. So,
No.
I in these things like the gymnia and the bitter melon, these things are oral, like there's no supplement for that. Of course, if you're going to take something that acts like a GLP-1, get GLP-1 and just have that injected.
Okay. So wait, other questions we have are, hold on, I feel like we're like so far behind on it, or maybe there's just so many.
I know, we're just keep talking, yeah. I'm sorry,
We
guys.
really because when we first started this live like an hour ago or 2 hours ago, like there was like hardly anybody talking, so we were just kind of filling in time with questions to get to know each
Yeah.
other. And now it's like everybody's like piling in, so like the questions are like,
Yeah, it's a little bit
uh,
quick, sorry.
no. Pasta's my favorite. Isn't it everybody's favorite? I'm on
Yeah.
tribal insulin. And no, what is that? Nova Rapid Insulin?
Mhm.
I've
That's just a hardcore insulin. They're on
okay.
like what's your blood sugar? Probably over 300 on a regular basis. Am I wrong?
Wait, say again. What was your question? I was reading the comments.
Oh, keep reading so that I could catch up to that question.
Okay.
But the question I asked for the person who is taking two different insulins,
Yeah,
is
that's
your blood
Clara
sugar
Bell.
over
So
300?
Clara Bell said that.
Yeah. Clara, you answer if it's over 300 on a regular basis, and then I'll tell you what I suggest, not medical advice, but I suggest you could do with that. Just added advice.
So
Something you did Google.
Lisa says, but good advice for people to take back and ask doctor or a trusted pharmacist. I can sit anywhere with my feet on the floor. They instantly swell and get numb. They're saying it's
Mm.
my bad back, but I don't agree. Clarabelle says, fancy. That sounds like a hypo. Sound hypo. No, fantasy, or she says fantasy. That sounds like a hypo. And then Vicky says, thank you, Michelle. And then some. Okay, it's you. Claire, what is then somebody wants to know what is a hypo. So I was kind of thinking the same thing.
Thank you. I don't know what the like hypo what.
Somebody says, well, those two supplements you showed help with PCOS symptoms.
Yes.
I don't know what
Yes.
PCOS is.
And is
Oh, wait,
it maca? Maca root?
before you answer that, Clarabelle said sky high sugars all the time, low blood sugar. So that you were asking her that question.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I knew that it was a big number for that to happen. There's a lot that goes into when you have significantly high sugar on a regular basis. Um, you want to lower it. You want to monitor it. Make sure that this is one of those things that I would recommend having a monitor. Having two insulins and not being able to regulate what you're eating, specifically, I would say for bread, for pasta, and eating out. Like, trust me, I get it. Who wants to cook every day? Like, go to the nearest market, get a rotisserie chicken. Like, I mean, I'm lazy just like the next person. But if we're gonna go to Carrabba's, that's gonna spike it, and I mean, I say that because my wife had the little monitor, and I put it on her just to kinda, like, test this out. She went to Carrabba's, it spiked to almost 300, and then she almost felt like she had a fever. There are people who get, like, a fever almost when their sugar spikes. This is a real problem, so when you have to just monitor that to protect yourself. With the double insulin, it just tells me that your sugar is not regular all the time, it's just spiking up and down. So I would try to take control of monitoring what helps lower it on a regular basis for you.
I added two more mods in the chat room. And
Oh,
then
thanks.
so the question was that all for Clara? Because I was saying Ashley
All for
Shredder.
Clara.
Okay, well then we need to be charging for this. Like we should be like, what is it called? Like
Not medical advice. For
a
the not
copay.
medical advice.
So Ashley says, will those two supplements you showed help with the PCOS symptoms?
Yes. And maca root is also really good for you, and green tea, significantly good for you. If you're a matcha lover, have matcha with no milk, or
No.
have green tea, just green tea, like a good green tea, solid, organic, if you can. But if you don't, whatever. You know, we get what we can afford. There's a BOGO sale at some of these grocery stores. Get green tea. That's going to help you. Maca root helps you, and these two supplements are really, really good for that. And my wife has PCOS, so
And
I
if
make her
some of
take
y'all
everything.
some of y'all are maybe wondering also. So we did a live, but it got shut down because of some echoing and the sound. So we've actually been talking for about an hour and a half. We didn't just jump. When I say we're meeting each other or getting to know each other, we didn't just jump right into medical. Like we've been talking for a while. So
Yeah,
you may need to go watch the first live. That's where we start like asking a bunch of questions to each other and getting to know each other. And
we
so
got
we
deep into
yeah.
the trauma.
Yeah, we went through the trauma, we went through the pain, the crying, the suffering, and we've come full circle.
Yeah. Now I'm just here not
now
giving medical advice.
now we're just giving Michelle her platform to like basically start her own career, like her next career.
Thank you guys, though. I really didn't expect this much support.
Yeah.
I had
And wait,
wait,
they're also taking medical weed, but use that oil. Pat said.
all day. I'm pro medical weed. I'm pro that. There's a lot. Well, smoking not great for for your lungs, but actually, if you're taking like edibles, make sure they don't have a lot of sugar. And all day, if your state allows it, go for it. Very good for you.
Ramen is number one ingredient away from plastic JS. What is JS?
For sure. For like, it's just bad. It's so bad for you. It just tastes so good. Why?
And
Why?
then Queen Victoria says, very informative. Thanks, Michelle. And then Vicky says, Michelle, I had to look at my Centurium Silver for women 50 plus years. They both do have B12 and copper. So glad to know this. Well,
But it's a little amount. See the milligrams of B12? I still suggest a shot of B12. Go to a spa, go get it. Like, I don't run the spa that's right next to you for me to say, like, just look for the cheapest B12 around you, and that one's it's not one of those things that I'm like, "Oh, go for the like, I'm pro cheap." I'm like pro what works. B12 is really hard to get wrong. Like, they're just buying B12. If they can shoot you up with it, like B12 is it's one of those things like it's hard to get that one wrong. They shouldn't be shooting you up with something rare. If it looks pink, it's right. All
so
right, babe.
Lisa says the guy on the left is handsome. Oh, thank you. Patty says, Michelle, what would be a good B12 brand wide? And how many milligrams if it comes in milligrams?
Liquid. Every time I can tell you if you can find a liquid version of something, go for that. Or a gel version. And I know they sell it like at Sprouts or Whole Foods. They will just there's not like a specific brand. Just find a liquid B12. If I had to go with like a more supplemental version other than a shot, but the best one is going to be a shot. In
Oh,
your muscles, you get it.
hypo is low sugars. I didn't know that. I didn't know that that's what that stood for.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. I was like hypo low, like are you saying low sugar? Um, for low sugar, that means you have a lot of insulin, I'm assuming? Or it would be the opposite. Eat more pasta, eat more carbs. They're like a carb filler. You could do lots of good things with carbs.
And Vicky says, I can't believe there are so
We're
many
so
people with
lucky.
diabetes now. Yeah, sounds like you're like,
So many. This just in this chat alone, you're discovering that like 90% of that
yeah,
whole crowd had
like
diabetes that we were not
my whole
aware of.
my whole subscriber base seems like everybody has diabetes.
But it's a killer. I'm
Yeah.
sure all of you are from completely different places in the world, and we're all like, okay, if it wasn't that I got myself in order, I would have been diabetic like my father. And we all know I don't want to have nothing to do with him.
We already have too much trauma. We don't need his diabetes as well.
Are you pre-diabetic? No, right?
I'm like on the like what's it called? Like where like if I go one more number over, I am. And so
We're gonna
it's
fix that. We're gonna
yeah,
fix that.
it's been that way for a while. So it's like it's always been like right on the edge.
Send me your labs one later on.
Oh, hold on, I'll give it to you
Um,
right now. I'm just kidding.
do it. I'll read it. I'll tell you how to fix it.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
I believe the shots
Yeah,
are the
I
best.
have labs every so many months, so it's like I got lots of them. Also,
Jersey. Oh, you're in Jersey? Oh, girl, go to one of the drip bars. I love the drip bar. They could do it in a drip. I love drips. Love drips, everyone. I'm a high love, like I'm a lover of IV drips. Um, does it 100% work? But just think of a multivitamin. Your body will get rid of it what it doesn't need. But B12, trust your body's gonna, and you need every hydration that you can. So even if that bag all you got was hydration, you're still doing your body like justice. So just check your labs. I would always check all your like blood labs, and I'll even give it to the IV place and say like fill it up with everything I need. Look at it, do the thing.
Kathy P says, "Hi, you both are so precious. Love you both from the UK." Oh, thank you, Kathy. Um,
Ah, wait, in the UK, do they have a lot of diabetic people, or is this just an American thing?
she's like probably laughing at us. She's like, "These people."
You American blood sugar people. I drink orange juice or what? Exercise insulin and high sugar. Or drink yeah, orange juice has a bunch of sugar.
Vicky
Also, if
says,
you guys like orange juice, get a little shot of orange juice for the people who are diabetic and put some creatine in it. It tastes like crap, but it's just a shot. It tastes really bad, but it actually regulates your body's sugar too. And
Vicky
then you
says,
could drink the orange
"Willow,
juice.
stay away from the Debbies." Listen, Vicky. You know
Yes,
what,
Debbie's. That's going
Vicky?
to be
How
the
do I
first
block
fix.
you?
Thank you. There you go. You knew exactly what the problem was. We're
Alex
fixing it.
Alex wants to know how many blunts do you have a day?
Me?
Yeah, I guess.
So, like I said, I'm not a smoker.
Yeah,
Because my but when I do, it's usually like a one for a celebration. And if it's edibles, all the fucking time. Like if I'm in Florida, so not illegally here. But when I was in Massachusetts and in Jersey, have you ever tried watching Harry Potter? A little A little I was so mad. I'm one of those thinkers when I watch TV, like, I was watching Harry Potter, I was like, "This Dumbledore, he knew this guy was at the bottom of the stairs. He just let this kid be traumatized. That's, like, not even responsible." I was so mad at Dumbledore.
Wait, so is it legal in Florida or illegal?
It's illegal in Florida, unless you have an ID, and I don't.
Girl, we're gonna have to talk offline for a minute because
Yeah, yeah, mhm.
Arizona is a very legal, like a lot.
When I lived in Jersey and Massachusetts, I was living my best life.
We're gonna need to set up
Um
a PO box for you out there.
Not sponsored. Um, hey, Michelle, makes me wonder what is really what is in our food since okay, lots of bad things. Actually, what they're discovering, you can look this up, they're trying to combat the GLP-1s that everybody's taking because a lot of people are losing weight on these GLP-1s. So now they're planning on trying to put that in our food from what I'm hearing. Don't know if it's propaganda because sometimes these things come out and then all of a sudden they're like, no, 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 that's just fake news. And then they find out later it's actually real news. So I apparently they're going to start putting GLP blockers in our food so people can eat more. But for those people who don't take GLP-1s, it'll be catastrophic for their body because your body naturally makes GLP-1. So if you,
Did your alarm just go off?
yeah,
Who's smoking in your house?
everybody smokes it.
There's nobody in-
No, so my mother-in-law is over, and she's
Oh,
the type of person that likes to cook and burn things to the ground.
wait, your
Um,
mother-in-law is there right now? Is that why you've
yeah.
been on here for so long? Is because you're just like trying to have a
No, I love her. No, I love my
you're
mother-in-law.
like, no, I love her.
No, 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 I love my mother-in-law. She's good. She feeds me, so
Why didn't you tell me you
we're
had
good.
family over? You should be doing some family time instead of like doing this all day with me.
No, we're good. Um, Michelle makes me wonder. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of stuff in our food. Just so much stuff. There's sugar, there's plastic, there's like if you check out like Lucky Charms, which I love Lucky Charms, but in our Lucky Charms there's like paint thinner in it. These are things that are in our food, causes chaos in our body.
Terry, you need to set. Terry says, "I'll set up a PO box too." Terry,
Okay, hold on, sorry.
message me on the side. I got you, girl. No.
So it says, what's the most amount of grams of shrooms you're taking? Okay, mushrooms like these?
Are you sure there's not a fire in your house right now? You need to like go like. She's she's about to like.
It keeps going on and off, so if I die, I die.
Do you need to go check on that?
No. I'm going to risk my life because that's what I do. This one is a 4 ml. I don't know. It's not telling me my milligrams here. I knew it was a high milligram. I take a lot of mushroom. It's not saying the milligram right here.
It doesn't say.
It doesn't say my milligram. For the ashwagandha, it says the milligrams is 1,200 milligrams of ashwagandha. Usually my mushrooms, depends on the mushroom, but it can go all the way for 500 to 600 milligrams of mushroom. But I take a lot of this, so I'm just down.
You take a lot of. I feel like you probably spend so much, like the majority of your like. How much time do you just take like popping things or like? Because you just have so much on your table.
It's a lot on my table. I even have these little things.
What are those?
That's like glutathione, PQQ, and CoQ10. These are really good things for your heart and for detox. But see, I can't keep up with all the. I just take a lot of stuff. I take a lot of stuff. But you have to make sure that what you're taking, don't be crazy like me. I do my research. All of these things that I take are things that help each other. None of the stuff I take is a counteractive thing. Magnesium and potassium.
You would think with as much as you're putting in your body, that something's got to counteract.
You think that, but no, I'm a nerd. So I researched it all. I take
Midwest mom goes, more product placement.
That for real. I have so much on my table. I have colostrum on my table. I have
Midwest mom. If I showed you her travel picture she sent me and my grandma the other day, she was like, "This is just my travel like supply." It looked like a pharmacy, and so
that's like no joke. And I don't even have all my supplies here. Like most of it is in my room because I wake up like I'm gonna take supplements today. The ones on my desk are like just as I'm sitting here and I'm bored and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to also take this today. Put some MCT for ketones. Also, ketones are expensive. Just get some MCT, okay? That's
yes,
like $5 a bottle, and it's ketones. Need ketones.
If there's anybody else that still wants to be a mod, just let me know. I'll make you mod access. If there's just because I can see y'all are saying there's still so many trolls in here. So if you want mod access, I'll make you mod. But somebody else had a question. Wait, what?
Fixing what federally? Midwest. She said Trump is talking about fixing that federally. Fixing what?
Midwest mom goes, I think if I watch her channel. Wait, are you talking?
No.
Oh, okay. So Midwest mom goes, I think if I watch her channel, I'm gonna need to refinance my home.
My wife gets mad at me on a regular basis. Don't bring it up. I spend like maybe, okay, look, it sounds crazy, but like maybe I spend around $300 or so, but it lasts like 2 or 3 months.
Okay.
And that's for me and my wife. So it's like $150 a person. So it would last you guys like 4 months for one person if you're like trying to be with you and your partner, or you and your man, or whatever it is. It's not that expensive, but I mean, like I said, if you're like, I'm on a budget, hello, take your metformin and just get your B12. Go to a spa, get that thing really cheaply done, and then slowly build up like, oh, I'm going to buy these 2 things and then I'll buy more. And that's where I'm at now.
So well, hold on before I ask you there. So Patty says, Michelle, you are just so funny. I love you, girl, and you're just like your brother. And what's weird is that we did not grow up together. Like we didn't know we don't know anything about each other except for just what you guys have pretty much seen. So we've learned more about each other in the past 2 hours than we have in the last 40 years. So I really, you guys have actually seen us learn more about each other than we ever have in our whole lives. So really, our mannerisms and the things that we find funny and the way we act is completely separate. We didn't grow up together, so it's so funny. Um,
You made me
Also,
want to take my vitamins.
now you taking them.
Sorry.
So what if what your channel that you're talking about though, do you already know the name of what your channel will be, or is or do you already have an
It'll
initial
probably
link?
it'll probably be my company name. My company name is Aesthetic Nerd because obviously I'm a nerd.
And
So
aesthetics.
for aesthetics. So my name is Aesthetic Nerd. But I do like love supplements. It's probably not it has to do with aesthetics, but I think that you always have to keep in mind too. We're talking about vitamins, we're talking about your sugar, we're talking about these things. The side effect is that you'll have better skin. Are you going to see that right away? No, your body needs some time to heal inside, and your skin is almost the last thing to get any help. So people are like, oh, if you take NAD, you're going to look so young. Yeah, as soon as it starts fixing the rest of your body, then it'll get to your skin. So maybe something more localized in your skin would be great, like better. And that's why I talk about aesthetics.
So let me tell you guys real quick something funny that Michelle did last night. We were in the VR headset, and like this girl starts trying to explain to me how the skin works using like the scenery inside the VR headset. She's like, "You see these three dots? This is like your skin. These are the three layers of your." And then she starts grabbing like apples from a tree, and she's like, "Now this is a pimple." And she's like, she's literally giving me like a walk around diagram as she's walking around this like campfire with me, and she's like trying to give me a lesson on like just like medical like how pimples and spreading acne works and stuff like that. And I'm like, I learned a lot, but I'm just like, it's funny that she will find a way to teach you while she's even in a VR headset.
Yeah, I have. I'm definitely I'm just meant to teach. I like love teaching. I love what I do. Oh, he's gonna decriminalize it at the federal level, like putting things in our food. I hope to God he does. Um, Sorry if anybody doesn't believe in God. Just saying that. I'm like, I believe in the universe, okay? I say the universe all the time, but they're just sayings. Um, we love both of you. You're wonderful, great people. Thank you. Thank you, Vicky. Michelle. Did you just 1L me, Patty? You 1L my Michelle? Girl, you
What
hate
did she
me.
do? What did she do? Wait, hold on. What?
Patty put Michelle, but with 1L. That's
Oh,
just so hurtful. It's so hurtful. I
she's a
I
two L.
I'm a 2L. Don't hurt me. Um, 1Ls are just like they're just not as good. Just kidding. Just kidding. I was
Wait, so
I'm just
did you read her question?
yes. So it takes about it depends on the vitamin. I take if I had to just pick a few vitamins right out the gate, it would be a good mineral, some good electrolytes, and of course, for everyone in this chat, it seems like everybody's taking metformin. It'd be B12. Those are my go-to things. How long does it take for minerals to remineralize your body? About a month. How long does it take for some different vitamins? I would say some take 2 weeks, some take 3 months. But trust me, when your body is super depleted, it takes a minute for it to get back to regular. B12, if you're taking it intramuscularly, like you're taking it the actual shot, it should take no less than 2 weeks for your body to feel significantly better.
There you go. Michelle, you are teaching your brother good things. Yes, she is. Like and
Mm,
smart people things. Like
smart.
I'm getting a whole new vocabulary.
Yeah.
Where should I get the mushrooms in the bottle in the bottle you are holding up? Where did I get that?
Online, not sponsored. You should let them know. You should let them know to hook your girl up.
Oh my
Because
god.
these are expensive. It's called a rainbow. I looked this up. This is actually one of the That's why it's expensive though. These are one of the better ones. You want to get the ones that are alcohol based because they're stronger, more potent. It doesn't, if you can't handle more potent ones, I would go with they have a different one. I think it's like water based or something, but these mushrooms are the bomb. These are really, really good and they're very, very potent. I looked up a lot. I was going with Ari or something like that, another mushroom brand, but it's a little bit less. I want strong. I want strong. I want good. That one's the good one and it's expensive. Damn it. I
Chatty,
want good stuff that are not expensive. I wish good things weren't so expensive.
wait, hold on. Let me go back up. So Patty or Chatty Cathy says, yes, Lexington. I need one too. I need to reevaluate my interests. All right. Well, hey, listen, we've already been on for 2 hours. I don't want to like burn out Michelle and like all of you guys. So we'll be on again.
Yeah.
I'm going to have her on many a times. We're going to keep catching up. So we're going to and then we'll get her own channel up and running. So that way, if y'all have questions and she wants to run her own live and do this literally all day long, then she can, make sure you guys are all staying healthy and, y'all can show her some love. So I just want to thank you guys for joining in and, welcome, seeing us on our journey to get to know each other and get to, you know, um, learn more about each other. And we'll be doing it more and more often. So I'll let us all go. And Michelle, is there anything that you want to end with?
Thank you so much, everybody. You guys were so sweet, so kind. I know that this is my very few times ever being on camera like this, and to be able to like get to know my brother and to see how great you guys are with him and even with me. I really appreciate it. You're so welcome on my channel when I finally open it up. But I just appreciate all of you for being so amazing and saving us from some people with these mod things. I don't even know what that is, but like I'm sure you're gonna save me later. Um so thank you everyone.
All right. Take care. We'll see y'all later. We'll announce when we're going to be doing another live at some point in the really near future. Bye, y'all.
Bye.